You know, I like to show my love through food. Things first, with date night, you gotta make the setting cute, and I want to make myself feel and be a little bit cuter. So I'm going to finish all of this laundry behind me. Can you not play sound right now, babe? Babe, turn the sound off really quick. Steven, thank you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christiana. If you're new here, welcome. So this is a fun video because I'm gonna be doing a little date night at home. Finally, I'm gonna show some of my recipes with you. So I'm very excited for that, and stay tuned. Well, I'm sending Steven away here because he's already getting snacks.
My snacks. Get it. It's fine.
He's obsessed with Cheez-Its, so I always make sure we have Cheez-Its. You know, I like to show my love through food. They appreciate it when you have a well-stocked cabinet. What's it called? Not a cabinet, a pantry. Pantry. This is not what I'm cooking with tonight. This is just stuff we always have in our fridge, which are pickles, apple juice, popcorn. I've recently gotten into olives. I feel like my taste buds have changed and now I love olives. Cookie dough. I got pepperoni, because you know I love my charcuterie. This man and his Cheez-Its. So yeah. Date night, doing a little setting here, minus the Cheez-Its. Okay, so this is why I wanted him to go to the gym, because he's already in the food.
That's what it's there for. Be
I don't follow recipes, so I will do my best to give step-by-step instructions. I think like once you start, if you're new to cooking, if you follow recipes, you know, I'd say on a weekly basis, there will come a time where you just like don't need to follow a recipe. You could just kind of go by instinct. He's gone. All right, let's get started. You guys, I just got these new candles and I'm obsessed with them. This is from the candle company called, I cannot pronounce it, but I'll put down the link below. It's called Anais, A-N-A-I-S, and they make some really beautiful candles. This is their little like French pastry set, and it really does smell like, oh, it smells like caramel, buttery yumness. So today I'm going to be making a beautiful, sexy salad. It's going to have fresh mixed greens, strawberries, figs, pistachios, and I'm gonna whip some goat cheese and put some truffle in there as well. Steven doesn't like salads, but I think it's important to have salads every so often and, you know, eat a little bit healthier now and then. I think he'll like this one because he really does love figs. So I wanted to, when I saw them in the store, I was like, oh, perfect, I grabbed those. I also have some fresh mint that I'm gonna put on top. For the entree, I am making this really delicious, luscious pasta dish. I got this fresh pasta from Italy. I actually made it a couple weeks ago and posted a photo on my Instagram story, and a few of you were like, oh my gosh, what is that? So I figured I would just recreate it for you today. The filling in the pasta is quite unusual. This is one of their fresh pastas from the case. When I tried it the first time, I was like, whoa. So it's a pear and pecorino ravioli. It has pears, ricotta, pecorino cheese, mascarpone, breadcrumbs, moscato, wine, black pepper. It only takes 3 to 5 minutes to cook. So as you can see, I already have my pot set up in the back. So I'm gonna go through the ingredients really quick, and then I'm gonna do a mise-en-place, which is just a fancy way of saying get your shit together. So these are all of the ingredients I will be using for the salad. This is the mixed greens. I have some figs here, some beautiful strawberries, pistachios, fresh mint, and then I'm also gonna be chopping up a shallot. I'm using the shallot for the entree as well. So this is typically what I do when I have a salad starter. I will chop up a little bit extra shallot just for the dressing. And for the dressing, I'm doing something super simple, just balsamic, olive oil, salt and pepper. I may add a little bit of honey. I'm not sure, I'm gonna see how it tastes. And then also, I got this fresh baguette. I love when there's like a good amount of cheese in a salad to have a nice crusty piece of fresh bread on the side, I think is really nice. Ooh, so for the entree, we have these fresh raviolis, some fresh hot Italian sausage, spinach, tomatoes, the little baby grape tomatoes, some Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna use, I don't know, 5 cloves of garlic. I mean, for date night, you probably wouldn't want that much garlic, but honestly, Steven and I have been together for a long, long time. We don't really care about that. And I'll chop up the shallot. And then for the sauce, I like to use some cooking wine. This is just what was left over. I have some leftover beef broth I'll use and some heavy cream. As a reminder, if you are liking this video, please don't forget to subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. I mean, that's a dream, but it really, really means so much to me if you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, all the buttons, please. All right, so I got my hair tied up. I'm ready to work. So I'm gonna first start by creating the mise-en-place, which just basically means get everything cut, prepped to go, so when the heat is on, you're ready to go and start cooking. I'm gonna start with the fruits, and then I'll move on to the things for the actual entree, just because I'm gonna be using the same cutting board, and it's much better to start sweet than go to garlicky. Yeah, I'm gonna actually plate the salad on one nice big plate. It's just much easier. I mean, this isn't a restaurant, even though I'm trying to create an elevated experience here, but let's get it straight. I still gotta do what we have to do. He'll do the dishes afterwards, so keep it to one plate. I just honestly love doing date nights at home now. I think the quarantine definitely changed a lot of like what we think about as far as you know, having that special time with, you know, the person you love, and you can do it at home and make it really fun. I actually kind of prefer it now over going out to restaurants, and I've always loved to cook. So plating wise, I'm thinking I'm gonna do like, almost like a wreath, and just plate all of the greens on the outside, and then put the whipped goat cheese in the middle, and then place the berries and the figs around. So it's gonna look like a Christmas wreath. Also have to pop open a little something special. I always like to have a little drink while I'm cooking. I think it makes the food taste better. So this I got from Italy as well. It's a Brooklyn Cider House Bone Dry. I've never had a cider like this before. I do like ciders. I just feel like this could play off really well with everything that we're having tonight. You know, we're having some fatty, you know, like a cream sauce and things like that. And it's a cider, so it should have a little bit of sweetness, which will play off well with all the other sweet elements in the dish. It's definitely dry. It's good. It really kind of tastes like a wine. I like that. So as I'm cutting the strawberries, I'm just placing them right onto the plate. And that just saves on mess too. Well, the other thing I do is I clean as I go. So as soon as I'm done using an ingredient, it goes right back into the fridge. It just makes it a lot nicer. I think food always tastes a little bit better when you're working in a clean kitchen. I'm wondering where I got these tools, the cutting board and the knife. This edge keeper knife, which is kind of cool. You just slip it in and off and it keeps the blade nice and sharp. I got these from Target. I normally don't like to chop my herbs, so I will just tear these off, and I kind of like to get the warmth of my hand in there, and it just kind of awakens them. I just love fresh food like this for date night, just because, you know, it leaves you feeling really good and healthy and nice and light. I'll be honest, Steven and I love hamburgers. I'm obsessed with hot wings, so any chance we get, we have those sorts of food. But usually when I'm cooking at home, it's like, you know, chicken breast. I love making scallops, shrimp, things on the lighter side anyway. It's nice like having these special quote-unquote date nights that we're actually calling a date night, because honestly, I feel like every night together is a date night. Great, because I can pre-make this, put it to the side, then make the entree, and I dress the salad at the very last moment because you do not want soggy lettuce. So now for the salad, I'm just gonna chop up some of these pistachios. Not a fine chop, just a, you know, you still want like some texture to it. These are unsalted pistachios. I just think that's better to cook with, just because you can control your salt level. If you're already making a dressing with salt in it, you really don't need a lot of salt on your nuts. Nice to have another creative outlet. I love to paint. I love making these YouTube videos for you guys, so this is just another way I can express myself. So my other trick for chopping up onions and shallot varieties is I keep them in the fridge, and I'm sure this is a hack, I don't know, but I'm definitely not revolutionary, but I think it helps with tearing. If it's cold for some reason, I don't know, it's just easier for me to chop, and also it's less likely to irritate my eyes. So I'm gonna show you my cutting technique when it comes to garlic and shallots. So I just take the clove and beat it with the back of a knife, and then I just take its little shell off. And I like cutting near my trash can because then I can just put right in there. And so for cutting garlic, I kind of hold it with my pinchers here and then carefully cut it that way, and then just chop it like this. This is honestly the very dainty way to cut garlic. Sometimes I literally just go like this and just chop it up, but I'm gonna be cute. Today's a cute date night, so I'm gonna chop the garlic pretty soon. Oh, my beloved is back from the gym. How was it?
Tiring.
Tiring?
Need some foods.
You're hungry?
Okay.
So for shallots, I just chop off the top nub. I am probably not doing this right, but this is just how I do it. So see how there's like a part right here that holds it all together, and then there's this like little, I call it a nubbin. So I chop off the nubbin, and then I just peel back that top layer like so. Sometimes I don't even do that. I just put it flat on that nubbin side, and then I just chop it in half. Only do this with a sharp knife. Do not do that with a dull knife. And that just makes it easier for me to peel back. This isn't a really thick one. If it was thicker, I'd probably do another layer like this. but I'm just gonna do horizontal lines down, and you stop right before you hit this top part, because that keeps everything together. You're gonna have less of a mess. Is in its little spot. There you go. Next, I'm gonna just be dicing these tomatoes in half. So right now I am just heating up my pans. I filled up this pasta pot with some water, waiting for it to boil. And I also have my 2 little bowls prepped here. The pan is quite hot. I'd say it's medium-high heat. Took a knife and ran it down the center of each sausage, and that just makes it easier for me to peel back the casing. Just going to take the casing off. Oop. And then I just break it apart in the pan as so. Did 1 part balsamic, 2/3 olive oil, has some nice sea salt in there, and the shallots. Already got the goat cheese out there, so it's nice at room temperature. I put a little bit of the truffle honey on top and a little bit of sea salt, and there it came with a little black truffle too. How I like to taste test this is literally just grabbing a piece of lettuce and dipping it in. Very good. Lady M. They make the most delicious crepe cakes ever. I'm going to show you what we got. This is a chocolate meal cake, and it has all of the layers. A mango cheesecake. This pineapple meal cake with all the layers. Oh my gosh, this actually kind of looks like the top of my latte candle. Au gelée. Okay, so I just added everything that was on that cutting board. The garlic, the tomatoes, shallot, and the heat is now on medium. And I'm just gonna let this all brown and soften. I'm gonna add in the wine. You can do any dry white wine you want. Going to make sure the heat is high and just let that alcohol cook off and add the stock back in. Perfect, so I just added in some of the beef stock, and I'm gonna put this back up high and let this really bubble and brew. So we've come to this point. It's a nice dark brown color. A bit more. Add the clean off the rim of the plate, but we're not doing that. That's it. I'm gonna go put it on the table. We're gonna go eat. Yummy. so much for watching. I'm gonna wrap things up here. We're settling in, eating our food, and watching a movie. Then we're gonna have those delicious cakes from Lady M Bakery. But yeah, you don't need to see anything else tonight. So thank you. I hope you really like the recipes. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, follow me on Instagram. Please, I love you to bits. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.